is that the fix, or does that add gasoline to the fire? Because we know he can be very grating on people, and is the mentality in that locker room one that can deal with it?
At this point, if you're going to let somebody who is trying to lead the best way they know how to play better basketball and win a championship, and you have an issue with it, well, then burn it all down, okay? Well, let's look at a couple of them, okay? All right, here you go. Here's 5 for you to pick from. Chris Paul, Patrick Beverley, Tyus Jones, Cam Payne, and DeLon Wright. So all of these, except for Chris Paul, are unrestricted free agents, right? Chris Paul has a non-guaranteed contract, which there's a good possibility it won't get picked up, and he'll be an unrestricted free agent.
It's a very good possibility.
So we're just going to operate off of that one. So, yay or nay? What do you guys think, Chris Paul?
I would be happy with Chris Paul back as a backup point guard.
Yes.
I think if you are starting Chris Paul, you are once again undersized. You once again have a defensive liability out there. You once again are relying on someone who historically has not been able to hold up health-wise throughout a season. We saw that even this season. But I think if you look at Golden State, when he was out there with the Warriors coming off the bench, he did make a positive impact for them. I think Chris Paul is the type of locker room leader that a team with Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant could really benefit from. Just somebody that's going to be not just the floor general, but a general in the locker room. Like, get your shit together. Like, we're not doing this. And I think that would benefit if he's available for a vet minimum.
My biggest question is, how does the locker room react to that kind of leadership?
Fair question.
Because
well, they didn't react very well to whatever they had this year. So if it's broke, you might as well fix it.
Yeah, but I is that the fix, or does that add gasoline to the fire? Because we know he can be very grating on people, and is the mentality in that locker room one that can deal with it.
At this point, if you're going to let somebody who is trying to lead the best way they know how to play better basketball and win a championship, and you have an issue with it, well, then burn it all down, okay? Put that fire out there. Go ahead and add a couple logs. Throw some gasoline on it while we're at it. Burn it to the ground. I don't care.
How many championships has Chris Paul's leadership won?
Come on,
all right,
that is not the reason.
I'm not. But my point is,
for real.
It seems like this was a fragile ecosystem as it was, and
that.
Chris Paul has a certain style. If you were confident that him coming in and that style will resonate, in particular with Booker, Beal, and KD,
all I'm saying is Frank seems like a really nice guy. Right?
That's fair.
Frank seems like a really nice guy.
He is.
And I'm not even throwing shade by saying that, but it clearly, if you believe the reports,
nice guys finish
wasn't
last.
received very well by this locker room.
I'm all
or
for
at least
it.
some people in the
I'm all
locker
for
room.
it.
So give me Chris Paul.
I'm all for
He'll
it.
throw a chair.
I mean, of that group, I mean, it makes sense.
Hold on. We going to the whole.
No, I'm talking. I'm talking
of
Chris
group,
Paul of that group and of the style of player. We all kind of agreed. I think he makes sense. Now, defensively, you can say what you want. Some people have called him a cone. I didn't go that far, but he's a guy that can shoot. He's definitely can distribute. Yes, he's going to have injury issues, but you already have that on this roster, so you just kind of accept that. I'm okay with it. I mean, obviously, he's going to have to accept only making, $4 or $5 million on a vet minimum.
Yeah, you got no choice at this point. You want to prolong things, you're going to have to take it. Listen, he's the epitome of the guy that I'm looking for. Right. And to G's point, not as a starter. Come in and spot minutes, be a bridge point guard. Be an extended voice of the coaching staff to an extent, right? There's a little bit of that going on. I mean, I think this could be one of those. This could be the closest you'll ever get to a player-coach situation in the NBA. I really believe that. He can come in here and get the team in line as far as leadership and get on the court for 12 minutes, 14 minutes a game and help out. So, yes, I would love Chris.
And you talked about the temperature check last thing. You talked about that. He is the epitome of guy who understands the flow of the game, and this guy hasn't gotten a shot lately. He is the best possible case scenario on that.